If you have a tiny, tiny stake in the company, you're super complex and you want to know everything and you have an opinion about everything, that can make it so time-consuming and so frustrating for the founder.
We are back with another episode on how to become an angel investor. And today we're going to talk about how to become an attractive angel investor. Sounds very, very, very interesting. And we have Kat here to explain what founders love and what founders hate. So you're here today to learn that to become the super investor that everybody wants. So let's rock.
Indeed.
Let's start. What should we start with?
Well, we can start with, the title being an angel investor. That's very attractive, right?
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
Yeah, it does. Many want to put it on their LinkedIn profile. But there's a great difference between calling yourself an angel investor and being one that's highly respected, that people want in their company, that people call up, that are asked to present at different conferences, that are invited by media to have an opinion, and so forth.
Yeah, it sounds like a big responsibility.
It does. And it's a different level if you're really that attractive, that respected angel investor or not. So we're going to let you in on the key kind of secrets or key do's and don'ts that not only founders hate or love from angels, but also that other angels will watch out for.
Okay. I hope you're ready. The first one.
The first one. Do not string the founders along.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, it often happens that you hear stories about founders being super excited because they've had 3 meetings with this angel investor, and the angel investor is only super positive and very forward and only talking possibilities. And then time goes, meeting goes, conversation goes, and then there's a no. And many other angels and founders ask themselves, didn't you know early on that you weren't really going to invest? Perhaps you didn't have the cash right now. Perhaps you weren't really, really that interested, but you wanted to be nice or you wanted to feel important, anything like that. So if you know early on that most likely I will not move forward, I will not invest, regardless of whether it's because of your financial situation, it's not the right timing, you don't really believe in the company, whatever. Let them know. Be upfront. They will respect you so much more if you tell it like it is. Because it takes so much time and energy from running the company, also doing the fundraising. So do not waste their time, do not waste your time, and they will respect you much more if you're a bit blunt and telling them that, honestly, I don't think this is for me.
Great tip. So be honest.
Be honest. Do not string them along.
Perfect. And the next one?
That is, do not play hard to get.
And why should you do that?
Another thing that will get angels a bad reputation, if they do want to invest or they are interested and they start playing dragons then. They start being a bit too important or ask critical questions in a way that kind of seems a bit rude almost. That's unnecessary. So if you are interested, you can be humble and kind and nice and ask the relevant question, ask for the information you need, but do not play too hard to get. Do not be a diva by any means, because that will give reason for frustration, and that will, in the long run, even though the founders will not tell you when they want your money, I promise you that, it will risk giving you a bad reputation. And also other angels will see that kind of behavior as a turnoff.
So it's better to cooperate in the beginning and have good communications because you're gonna cooperate in the future as well.
Yeah. So even if you're asking tough questions, do it in a humble and respectful way. Even if you can't give a notice directly if you want to invest or not, be clear about it. Do not play too like,
So what do you got here?
Yeah, exactly. So that's a do not.
Okay, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think that might be a common thing to do if you're new into the investment world and you're gonna stand up for something that you've never been in, and then I just act as something I'm not.
Exactly, and you've seen the cool guys on Dragon's Den asking the a bit tough, rough questions.
Yes.
But that's to make a good TV show.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
So maybe you should put it the other way around. If someone asked me questions like that, how would I feel?
And also, if you want to get the best information about the company, about the founders before you invest, do you think that comes from being really rude and aggressive? Or does that come from building a climate of trust? So it's a win-win.
Yeah, trust. I think that's an important one.
Yeah.
So next one. What
Number
to do
3.
not? Yes.
Yeah. Do not, once you have invested, be too information demanding.
Okay.
One thing that will give an angel a bad reputation is if you call the founders each week. If you have a tiny stake in the company and you're super complex and you want to know everything and you have an opinion about everything, that can make it so time-consuming and so frustrating for the founders. And they will not like that, and they will let the community know. Other angels will see that, and they will not like that because you are detracting the founders from building the company.
Oh, so you don't want to be a pain in the... Good. So let's move on. The next one.
Number 4,
yes.
It's a do. Do show your value add. We talked about that in another episode about how to define your role as an angel investor.
Yeah.
And most angels have more than just money to give. They have a great network, or they have some kind of incredible competence. It can be that you are really known in the industry, in food tech, in real estate, what have you. Or it can be a general competence like a business lawyer or marketing expertise or communication expert. So show your value add. Can you help in some other way? That will be super attractive and really make you an attractive angel if you can bring more to the table than just cash.
Wow. So the next one.
The next one is do not over-promise.
And what do you mean by that?
That is a hated one.
Yeah, I can see.
That is, if you sit prior to the investment and you talk about all the possibilities and you start telling them that you know this person, you know that company, you can help get a meeting with them and you can help out with that. And then once you made the investment, the phone goes quiet.
Oh.
And the founder calls and said, hey, what about that meeting with that big company that I really want as a customer? And you were like, well, yeah, I'll catch up. I've been a bit busy. I'll call you in a couple of weeks. And you never do.
Okay, so be mindful.
Yeah. Or if you tell them that you're going to help with fundraising, then really help with fundraising. Do not over-promise. That will give you a bad reputation.
Okay, so stay clear with your attention and follow up on it.
Yeah.
Great one. So number 5?
Yeah, number 5 will be do not spread rumors.
That's never a good one.
That's never a good one. And for someone who's been in this industry for 16 years as a business lawyer, I mean, it's a crazy, crazy fun world, the startup world. I mean, entrepreneurs are eccentric.
Yeah.
There's crazy money if you hit the unicorns, right? And there's a lot of conflicts because there are a lot of A-type personalities, people claiming it was my idea, it was stolen, something happened, something didn't happen, somebody feels they were promised something that never happened. So the war stories that you carry as an angel investor will be magic. But be mindful. It's a tight community. Rumors are seldom true. So do not be that type of angel investor who every time you sit down with a new founder, a new angel, start bad-mouthing others. In particular, if somebody that you feel frustrated because you were promised something or you feel kind of did not respect you in some way. Be mindful. Talk to people. I mean, you need to be able to let your heart out. Talk to your closest, the ones you trust. And then you can ventilize. But do not spread rumors. That will never end up in your favor and most likely will make you look bad and not the people you're talking about.
No, that's really true.
Yeah.
So that was a good tip.
Yeah.
So next one, that's number 6.
Number 6. That will be show that you understand it's a long game and show that you understand that your position and your relevance to the company in the beginning as one of the few shareholders, the angel helping it in the beginning, will shift. So if the company does grow and does bring on the venture capital, your role, your relevance will be tiny. So don't get frustrated that the founders call you up every month in the beginning asking you for support and help, and they stop calling once the company is growing. Do not feel frustrated that you do not know everything that's happening once the company grows. That will only give you a bad reputation if you are
Too controlling or too demanding?
Yeah, and that you feel kind of let down because you're not as involved anymore. Show that you understand that your role will shift. It's a long game and you will be more relevant in the beginning and less relevant in the end, and you will have less of a say-so the more the company grows. And that's it.
That's it. That's really
Easy
good,
peasy.
like socially good tips and tricks that you can use because, I mean, if it's a new world, you don't know how to act. You just want to be one of the good guys or the big guys.
Exactly. And many of the do's and don'ts actually come from a good place.
Yes.
Like don't string the founders along. You might just want to be nice, but on the contrary, you will create frustration once you do let them know that you weren't interested and they wasted their time.
Yeah, as you said, wasting each other's time. Yeah.
And as we discussed in another episode, being a good angel investor, getting good returns on your investment, it's a contact sport. So really do be mindful about building your network and the community in the right way.
That's so good. Now you know what founders love and what they hate and how you can be a really attractive investor in your beginning to start the angel investing journey.
And making more cash.
Making more cash, of course. And I really hope you do that out there because this is a really fun sport, as Kat was saying here.
Yeah, it's good calling it a sport, I agree.
I love that.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing your knowledge as an angel investor too. Don't forget to mention that.
Yeah, indeed.
So
Done many mistakes myself, so happy to share them.
that's so good. Thanks for everything today.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Hej då!
Hej då!